Hello and welcome all. I am Professor Anand Ganbote from tradingteacher.in and I am here for recording the crude oil's next week analysis. So in the last week, before I proceed next, in the last week analysis I have recommended for selling in the last week and around 58.40. Okay, so when the last week was started on I think Monday on 8th July to 12th July, okay, in the last week, and I have suggested 58.40. And what happened on in the last week, I will show you what happened. Okay, when our entry comes on the 8th around I think evening, the entry was came 58.40. I have suggested sell here last week. Okay, you can see clearly after our entry was happened around 58.40, the market has given the movement of $1 at least around 57.37, the low I am seeing here. Okay, and what happened after that? The spike came to the upside. So I always recommend you, when you are taking entry, according to my view, you should wait and you should apply the stop loss, or you should move your initial stop loss. I have given the stop loss of 59 point something in the last week. So when you take entry and if it goes in profit, then you should change the stop loss to cost to cost. Cost to cost means what? When you are taking an entry, you should change your stop loss to that point after some time if your trade was in profit. Okay, so the last week analysis has given this much of level profit. Okay, and it came to here and the stop loss will get hitted and no profit no loss was happened. After that the market was moved to the upside. So that was the explanation behind the last week's analysis. So right now I will show you what can happen in the next week. Okay, so you can trade according to that. So I am on the 1 hour chart here, and you can see the current market was closed on 60.37. so one thing I have to show you here, sorry, the time was around 1:30 to 2:30, the US market closing time. Okay, so when our Indian market was closed around 20:30, so you can see the close of this candle 20:30. The close of this candle was, you can see here 60.33. okay, and 3 pips market was moved to that level. Okay, after in US session. Okay, so and our closing was I think 41, and if you consider these 3 cents or 3 pips, market was around 4150 or 4152 at current level. But in India markets it was closed before 2:30 around 23:30, means 11:30 p.m. So these are the current values of the market in the international chart, and the current value was 60.37. so what can happen in the next week, I will show you. So some people are saying sell, all the people are saying sell in the market. So okay, so I will clear that question also. So why we should not sell, I will clear that point also. Okay, so you are seeing this was the market was going in a strong uptrend. Okay, and this is happening in a retracement. Okay, according to time calculation, the retracement has run along. Okay, market was not able to go upside, but according to price the market has not given that much retracement. Okay, so I am not suggesting to sell in this market, I am suggesting you should go long in this market. Okay, so there are some reasons because the market was current in a uptrend. So at what point the market can reach? So for the next week's target I am giving you, I will show you what are the resistances point according to hourly chart, the major resistances points. Okay, so for the next week, this was the first resistance the market has to test. I think that was on 62.09. you can see the high here. Okay, and close point 61.87. So almost we can consider here the next week's target around $62. Okay, and this was the support and resistance zone. Market is already tested in the last week for 2 or 3 times. So some people have said the market has made double top pattern. Okay, but that pattern was not confirmed yet, and the market was showing the strong bullishness on this was some only retracement. If some price action trader knows, this was making a flag. Okay, so this was the flag and flag pattern I am getting here. So once it breaks the flag outside the flag out to the upside, then the market can test 62 first, and the next higher resistance was I am able to see in this market. So that was the resistance point coming here. Okay, so that was the last target for the next week. So I'm suggesting you to buy into this market at when you got that some low price up to this level. Also you can buy 60.18 or 59.80 if you got that price, and you can still wait to this level also. I think around 19th or 18th you can get this target. Okay, so before, you should remember the crude oil's expiry in Indian market was around 17th of July, I think, on the Wednesday. So you should trade in the August contract. Okay, and according to Indian price, you can see here this was 441. We will open some chart here, streaming chart. Still it get loaded. We will continue the weekly pattern here. What can happen on the, what is the daily chart is showing. Okay, the daily chart was showing you can see the same resistance point are here, which we have drawn on the hourly chart. Okay, so according to my view, you can enter some buy around 59.68, and the stop loss you can place according to daily. Okay, so around, according to the price action, I am able to see the stop loss. The current stop loss you can place below this candle's close. That was candle's open or low. Okay, that is around 58.20, or you can place a 58.20. If you are not able to if you are not able to track that much stop loss, or you are not able to take that much loss, so you should avoid this trade, and you should wait for the market to come at this level or this level. You should go long. Okay, and you place a small stop loss here. What can happen in the weekly chart, or what the weekly chart is saying, you can see clearly here. The last week's candle was very large, and I have given the sell for this side in the last week. If you remember, 55.26 or 36 I have given the target. Okay, so in the next week also we are not going for sell, and the market was going to the upside in the next week. So these are some target points for the next week I have already given you. Okay, so in the next week we can see this much of target, and 61.94 or 62, this was the probable resistance points are there, but for the next week only I am considering 61.97. and according to Indian market, we will explain now. The chart is getting loaded here, so we'll make this as a candle chart, and we will go into some zoom. Okay, so these are some gap ups and gap downs you are seeing. This happens because of international market. So this, you should watch clearly what I am trying to say, because already it's too late to record the video, and I am recording this video for my viewers only. Okay, those who loves me a lot, and their blessings are coming to end. Okay, so this price action was saying us it is longer in the time the consolidation was happening, but according to this is taking too much time to go upside. But some people has suggesting the people to sell in this market, so I am not agree about this sell. I am going for the buy. Okay, there are already some other people are also there. Reverse parties are always there in this market. So we are on 15 minutes. I will make it as a 1 hour chart, so you can see clearly what resistances point I have calculated on the international levels. Okay, I will compare both. Now you can see clearly the points. You can take this moment also. Market will come into this point in some time. But for the next week we are considering only this much of target, 62, this much 62 or 63 also you can take. So the same point on the Indian market I am here. I will take this chart. This was the highest resistance we have seen, 4465. That was that much not possible in the next week. Okay, so the next week target I am expecting around 4225, and I have already given on that Telegram channel. I have already told about that. I am expecting above 4200, and you should write that some values I will show you. Okay, some values are for crude oil. 4181, that was the main point that should be critical to test and to cross, and it will cross 99%. And 4225 I am expecting 4225 or 224. Okay, so you should remember 4225 is the target for the next week. First target is 4181, and if it crosses that level and if it sustains to cross that level, then the target we should take 4236 or 4225. Okay, okay, so thanks for watching this video, and we will go on the weekly chart also. So look what happens. How it is looking currently. Very best. Now see, 4121 is the predicted high, and you should enter around, if you got this level. That much level are not possible, I think, and stop loss for the trade in Indian market. If you place this much of stop loss, that can hit you very easily. Okay, so you should not take an entry, okay, when the market is coming on the downside. Okay, you should take an entry if you are not able to keep your losses. Okay, so some people can take 30-point losses, some people can take 50-point losses. You can take this much as a stop loss. Okay, 4058. You can, if you are able to do that, if you are able to take that much loss, then you should enter. Okay, and if you are not able to take that much loss, then you should enter in this market around 4105 if it comes. Okay, so I have already taken an buy position around 4137. Okay, on my risk only in the last Friday. Okay, so best of luck for watching this video, and happy trading. Thank you.